Hey there, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments, and you are listening to a new episode of Healing While I Heal, where I share real life stories and their divine healing translations to help you to apply it to your current circumstances or maybe circumstances to come. Now, remember, you only take what resonates and you let everything else float off in the wind. Maybe eventually it'll come back to you, maybe eventually it won't, but either way, just take what resonates. So are you ready? Here we go. So Spirit just reminded me about when I started dancing, right? Now, mind you, I've been doing Zumba classes for ages. And initially, how did I even get into it? Oh, Lord, let me try to remember. Okay, yep. So we had a party for my husband. And one of the people that attended, she was like, we started talking about how we both really wanted to do Zumba. So we were like, okay, let's just go together. So I think the next week or something, we met up at a Zumba class. Well, I was terrible, right? I was horrible. Think Lucille Ball, dancing, going opposite directions, stepping on people's feet, offbeat, the whole nine, right? But I kind of dug it in a way, right? I was just like, okay, well, it's kind of fun. So I decided to go again. And we were going to meet up every single week at this class. And a lot of times she couldn't make it. So it was just me. And I just kept going with it. And I kept going and I kept going, all by my lonesome, right? And I eventually made Zumba friends and all these types of things. But the reason why Spirit is bringing that to my recollection to share with you is because, well, essentially, I also did the same thing with hula dancing and belly dance classes, right? Now, I've been wanting to do them for the longest, but nobody would ever want to join me. So I would just wait and be like, okay, well, guys, let me know when your schedule clears and we'll do the class. And then bam, COVID hits. And I'm like stuck in the house with 4 kids, trying to figure out different ways to bide our time. And I got the kids all occupied. So now it's mommy's turn, right? Because otherwise I'm going into a major depressive spiral. And I did. Right? But I was trying to figure out different ways to channel that energy. So long story long, I ended up finding online hula dance. I even did Ori Tahitian. I did belly dance, all of those things. Now, I took so many classes, but only 2 of them stuck, the belly dance and the hula dance. But anyway, let's refocus. Because the thing of it is, right, I had been waiting for years for someone to go with me. And I'm so literal with that year. Sometimes I can blow things out of proportion, admittedly so. But in this situation, no, I waited years and years because no one, either one, didn't want to go or they couldn't, right? I don't know which one was real. It doesn't matter at this point. But why I'm mentioning it is because once I started doing it on my own, it was perfectly fine. It was like, why did I wait, right? I was almost kicking myself. Well, I actually was, because I'm like, why did I wait? And that was the habit, right? Always waiting for someone else to essentially give me permission to do the things that I had been longing to try, right? It's like making a new sandwich with new toppings and you're asking everyone around you, how do you think it's going to turn out? What do you think it's going to taste like? Do you think I should put ham with turkey or whatever it is? And then just one person says, I wouldn't eat that. And you're like, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to even try it. Right? Well, that's essentially what I had been doing. Now, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because what are you putting off because you're waiting for someone else to give you the green light or to join you, right? And in turn, giving you the green light as well. What have you been telling yourself that you want to do for the longest time, but you're just waiting for someone else to just, alleviate some of the fear or control or whatever it may be, because I know it runs the gambit as far as the different things the reasons why I waited. What are you putting off? Because at the end of the day, once you actually get started, and if you do find that bravery, I don't even know the word for it, but if you do find that chutzpah in yourself to say, I'm going to go on ahead and do it, 9 times out of 10, it's not even going to be nearly as bad as what you make it out to be in your own mind. And you're going to realize and recognize the reason why other people weren't allowed to participate or, go with you, which means the same thing, is because they weren't meant to be there. Had these people had been able to attend these events, then they might not have brought the energy that I needed to feel confident enough to continue. Maybe they would have came in with some humdrum attitude and been like, I don't really like this. This isn't for me. And me being me, a people pleaser, I'd have been like, you know what? You're right. It's okay. I'm so sorry I made you come here. I appreciate your time, energy, and effort. And now I'm never going to do it again. And I would have prevented myself from doing something that it turns out that I actually love. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, because the translation is pretty clear in this scenario. Stop waiting for others to give you permission to do the things that you will eventually fall in love with, and gives you the capacity and the ability to morph yourself as an individual. Now, did hula and belly dance change who I am, like intrinsically or mentally? I don't necessarily think so, but it definitely had an impact on me physically, right? Because now my body's able to move in different ways that I didn't even think possible. I used to always consider myself to be rhythmically challenged. And the only reason I felt that way was because, again, I was feeding into other people's narrations of who I was. But I'm getting off the topic. Bottom line to this bottom line is just do it. Swoosh. Stop waiting for other people. You don't have to drag anyone along with you. You can sign up for that class. You can apply for that job. You can move to a different state. You can try a new restaurant. You can join a class. You can do whatever it is that you feel called to do. Just stop asking for other people to join you, because when and if they say no, or if they are unable to, that's going to hinder you from moving forward. Just move forward. That's it. Okay, in the words of Ace Ventura, alrighty then. So now I shared a real life story, so hope you're not looking at me any differently. And if you are, happy healing, right? Anywho, don't forget to tune in every single Monday morning, 5:55 a.m. Central Standard Time, to get fresh off the press Marisa Moments, real life stories, and their divine healing translation. And then every Friday, switch the channel over to Raw Arts Readings with Marisa Moments to receive your divinely channeled message direct from ancestors. We're talking spiritual accountability, folks. And that, again, is at 5:55 a.m. every Friday. So, and if you have any questions or any comments, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments or send me a message. All of that information will be included in the description. So until next time, happy healing. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to follow me on all of social media. I'm literally everywhere, you guys. All you have to do is look up Marisa Moments. Super simple. But just remember, when you look up Marisa Moments, it is Marisa with one S, because why? There's only one me. So that's it. Until next time, peace.